The village of Kuzu sat along the West African coast, where the sea and land were forever entwined in a delicate balance. The people lived off the ocean, casting their nets each dawn and offering prayers to the spirits of the deep, hoping for calm waters and a bountiful catch. But among them lived a girl who did not belong. Her name was Zila. She had no family, no home, no kindness from the villagers, who whispered behind her back, called her cursed, and refused to meet her gaze. Her father had been the village's best fisherman, and her mother, a healer who knew the songs of the wind and the ways of the sea. But one fateful night, a great storm had risen without warning, swallowing her parents in its fury. Their bodies were never found, only their shattered boat washing ashore the next morning. Since then, Kuzu had suffered misfortunes, nets returned empty, livestock fell sick, the village well turned brackish. The elders blamed the girl. "It is her presence," they muttered. "The ocean took her parents, but left her. Why? She is a child of misfortune." They gave her no home, no food. She slept in the abandoned ruins near the shore, gathering scraps, drinking from hidden streams. But Zila did not hate the ocean. She loved it. Despite everything, she found peace in its whispers. The waves comforted her. They hummed to her at night, sang when she wept, roared when she raged. And then, one night, the sea answered her longing. The night was black, the moon a sliver in the sky. Zila sat on the shore, toes buried in the wet sand, listening to the sea's eternal song. Then she heard something new. A voice. A melody drifted across the waves, haunting and beautiful. It sent shivers down her spine, filled her heart with an ache she could not name. She stood, stepping toward the water. The waves shimmered. And then, she emerged. A woman, but not a woman. Her skin glowed like moonlight on water. Her hair, long and dark, swayed as if caught in an unseen current. Her lower half shimmered, scales of silver and green, a tail that curved in the water, flicking like a serpent's. Zila could not move, could not breathe. The creature smiled. "You are alone," she said, her voice a mix of sweetness and sorrow. Zila could only nod. The mermaid studied her, then whispered, "So am I." Her name was Naya. She came to Zila every night, rising from the depths like a specter of the deep. She told stories of the ocean, of vast cities hidden beneath the waves, of creatures that glowed in the darkness, of spirits who watched over the tides. She taught Zila songs, songs that made the wind change direction, that made the fish dance in the shallows, that made the sea itself listen. And in return, Zila spoke of her loneliness. Naya listened. For the first time, Zila did not feel like a shadow, an unwanted thing. One night, Zila asked, "Why do you come to me?" Naya hesitated. Then she sighed. "Because once, I loved a human." And she told Zila her sorrow. Long ago, Naya had fallen in love with a fisherman from a distant land. He had promised her eternity, whispered vows beneath the moon, pressed his lips to hers in secret coves. But he had lied. He betrayed her. Chose another. In her grief, Naya had cursed his village. She had summoned the storm. It was her wrath that had drowned the innocent. Zila's breath caught. "My parents died in a storm." Naya looked away. Silence. Then, the mermaid spoke, her voice breaking. I did not mean to take the innocent. Zila should have hated her. Should have feared her. But she saw the pain in Naya's luminous eyes. Two souls, abandoned by the world. Two hearts, broken by fate. So Zila forgave her. But the village was always watching. One night, a fisherman saw Zila speaking to the creature in the waves. He ran, breathless, to the elders. "The sea demon has returned," he cried. "She has bewitched the orphan." The elders' faces darkened. They remembered the storm. They remembered the deaths. And they knew what must be done. Zila awoke to rough hands dragging her from her shelter. She kicked, screamed, but they would not listen. "You have brought this curse upon us," the chief spat. They tied her to a post at the water's edge. "The sea demon will come for her," the elders declared. "And we will end this." The tide began to rise. Zila struggled. Cried for help. And then, the ocean roared. The sky darkened. The waves churned. Naya rose from the water, her face twisted with rage. "You dare harm her?" The wind howled. The water surged forward, monstrous and black. The villagers screamed, dropping their weapons, scrambling back. Too late. The wave came. It swallowed the shore, the village, the people. When it receded, Kuza was gone. When the storm passed, only silence remained. The village was no more. And Zila? Some say she drowned that night, her cries lost in the fury of the waves. Others whispered that Naya took her into the depths, that she became something new, not human, not mermaid, but something in between. A child of the sea. And to this day, when the moon is full, fishermen say they hear a song. A sorrowful melody drifting across the waves. A song of a lonely girl and a mermaid who loved her too much to let her go. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give it a like and subscribe.